Hey guys, Pam here with CraftHow DIY On Demand Edition, and we are going to create a design with custom shaped text using the techniques we learned in our last video. I had a question about this a little earlier, so I just wanted to share my method with you guys, and it starts with text. Woohoo! So what I've done is I've typed text in separate boxes, so this is still editable, and I'm going to actually change the fonts for each of these as well, and use these to create a design. And I'm going to use all three methods that I did in the last video. Once I figure out what I want to do, that'll work. Okay, so the first is going to be text to path, and I am going to create a half circle here, and you guys know I love my alignment tool, make sure everything's straight. Double click on your text, grab your arrow, and put it right where you want. We are going to leave that there, but I think we're going to make it just a tiny bit bigger. So it's 38 right now. Let's move it up to 48. And then just kind of center it where we want. I'm going to increase my character spacing just a little to stretch it out. That looks good. And we're going to weld that. Fill it with black. And change our line to clear, and now we can get rid of that circle. So that's going to be our first part of our design. We're going to group that and then move it up here, and if it's not quite the tilt you want, you can always change it just a little bit. So these two I'm just going to put down here for now. We'll come back to them later, and in this point I'm going to show you guys again how to shape that word to an oval. So we're going to start with shape and stretch out our letters so that they fit within that oval. And this is just the faster version of what I did in my other video because the shape fits the word a little better than the circle did. So you just adjust it the way you want there. Object, modify, crop. And now my word is oval shaped. We're going to group that. I know it doesn't look gorgeous with that O, but again, it's just for demonstration purposes. Let's fill him with purple. And now for warping a design, again, this is something that you can do in Designer Edition and above. So you go into Panels, choose Warp, and Warp selected. I'm going to bring that down to 1. And I want these two words to kind of be stretched across each other here. So we'll do that. And then once you have it the way you want, you release the warp. And then we'll do the same with this one. Bump that down to 1. Stretch it up here, stretch it down there. Bring that across. I don't want the tail of my G to get lost. And then once you have it the way you like, again, release the warp. I'm going to move this out of the way for just a second. And then you'll need to group your lettering again so that you can move it around as one solid piece rather than losing your pieces. And hold Shift and deselect Design, Control G group. Now each of those is its own piece. You can fill it with color. You can use these techniques to create different shapes or knock shapes out of other shapes. But that's a very simple way to do it. And then again, you can always just go in and center everything so that it's all lined up. Make that one maybe a little smaller so that it matches up with design. Stretch them out. So again, those are just some simple techniques that you can use to lay out different wording and just make your design a little more creative. Alright guys, as always, if you have any questions, you can reach me on Facebook, facebook.com/CraftHow. Find me at crafthow.blogspot.com or in any one of at least a half a dozen silhouette groups. I'm always happy to help. Have a great day.